Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's an all-you-can-geek Gamecast. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Corey Feinsad,
Ahoy!
and Tony Korkanakis.
Yo.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners. Welcome, viewers. Man, folks, we have a lot of content today for you guys. We have State of Play, got some Witcher stuff, got a lot to go over here. We have actually what we've been up to. I got a lot to get into with that a little bit here. But it's going to be a great podcast. And next week is going to get even better. We get the Summer Game Fest this week too, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's a good time of the year for the video games world.
We're same day for the State of Play. That doesn't happen too often.
No,
It only happens on Thursdays, and then we're like,
it's like
wait,
Wednesday or yeah, it's right after we record.
We're day of this time.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that, folks. Let's get into what we've been up to. I'll kick us off. I've mentioned I've been playing Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. Fantastic game. They've built a great Arkham Lego game. It's so like Arkham-esque. Yeah, finished the story. I haven't finished the whole game. This is the kind of game I'm actually happy I grabbed digitally, because there's a ton of extra content in this game that I've been like. I finished the story in about 15 hours, and I still have like all of the Riddler challenges, the Clue Master challenges. There's like time trials, combat trials. Then there's DLC coming in September for Joker and Harley Quinn. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that I've got lined up that I get with my deluxe edition I got. So I'm pretty happy with that. But the game was pretty awesome. I enjoyed actually almost all of it. Believe it or not, for me, like the last chapter I think was its like weakest chapter. But the nostalgia is so good in every chapter. It's still good. It's just the chapter they chose.
Without nostalgia?
Yeah, I mean it's fun. It just adds a little extra to it.
Didn't know anything about Batman. They'd still.
Yeah, because it's still quirky. It's still like okay, I think you still get the jokes. Like you still kind of get the little plug. I think you still do because it's like even as you're watching the nostalgia stuff of it, the jokes for the people that know it, they still do their Lego thing. They still have their Lego humor mixed into it too.
Sure, but I'm talking about the game too. Like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm in the.
No.
I still think.
I'm talking about like the gameplay too.
Yeah, I was actually shocked. I talked about it last week with one of the songs they had in it from Prince, which was in the trailer, one of the premieres. They actually had more. There's another major song that I'm like, I don't know how Lego pays for this stuff. A surprise song from another Batman movie
They probably
from
own it.
many years ago. I can't imagine it's too expensive anymore, but it was a #1 hit. But it was
Kiss by a Rose.
Yeah. So
Kiss by a Rose.
Yeah. So it was pretty funny. And the game is just
actually.
Is it in the commercials?
One of them, I think I saw that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want to give that away, but there's every chapter, like I said, is dealing with its different eras of Batman, and it's so much fun. And there's so many suits I have to still unlocked. So
where would you rank
it? Like give it a grade, like 8 out of 10, you mean, or like
with all the Arkham games?
Oh, Arkham games. Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, then this.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, and the combat's good. Like it's got the dodge, but it's the timing of it. The combat gets pretty intricate with the power ups. I mean, it has the Lego aspect where you can switch between two different characters during combat, which is cool. And each one of them has their own strengths and weaknesses with the way that they handle the combat. But there's ultimate abilities and stuff like that. It's great. So I really thoroughly enjoyed this game. But the next one, though, I did start, and Mike can pick it up, is I started a James Bond. So I've gotten through advanced training.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the tutorial?
Is that what
does that mean?
No, it's
hard to even keep track of how, because the first like hours of this game are.
It's
training.
a long. It's a long thing.
Yeah.
You're like learning to be James Bond, essentially.
Yeah, this is a real origin story. Like,
yeah,
I think you even I'm not going to say that. You see a lot of firsts for him. So and even the inception of him, being recruited, like he had no plan to be a 00 before, any of this happened.
Yeah, you get his like origin story entirely, which you never get from James Bond. But yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what makes this unique. So for me, like I didn't love the early like hours that
Okay.
much,
Yeah.
but it's one of those games that gets better as it goes on, obviously. I played it almost exclusively, nothing else really, this whole week. And I rolled credits last night. I
Oh,
finished
good.
it. Um, I really like it. It's
Good.
back up to 88 too on Metacritic, so it didn't go down. It actually went back
I
up to what it started at. I don't know if it's that good though.
yeah. I I mean, it's tough for me right now because I'm in the tutorial, which is hours long. But I'm at the I think I'm still in advanced training actually now I think about it. But I was
Right.
also really bad at the night raid of stealing the flag. Do you remember that where you and your friends?
I really rushed through that part.
Yeah,
I was like, I just want to. When I was to that point, I wanted to get to like the real missions.
yeah. That's where I'm at. I don't know how far away I am from that, but like you said, it's an origin story. So you get the meaning of Q, Moneypenny. You get all the characters that are in there, and I will give them credit. Like it feels like a James Bond movie that you're playing. Like they've done a great job
Okay.
making it very cinematic, and that's a good thing. I like it. I think it's great the way they did it.
Cinematic in
So
a Uncharted way.
Yes, it's.
yes, yeah,
I
very
would
much so.
say, well,
Yeah,
more so as you go on.
I,
So
I think
like
it's like that now.
everyone is saying it's Hitman meets Uncharted,
Yeah,
and it is. I kind of wished it was like a half step more Hitman. I feel like things get a little simple, um, the way
I
things are made in
but I
this game.
also but I appreciate that because you can tackle things completely different.
Barely though. Like it's either like follow one of these leads or just beat everybody up.
You do
Those
only
are
have two
your
options. Yeah,
options.
yeah,
And
and throw a whole bunch of shit at people. You can just keep throwing things at
yeah,
people.
throwing stuff, stun lock them. But I do love the brawling combat in this game, even
Yeah,
though you can make it kind of silly by using gadgets or throwing stuff. But I just wish it was a little more to it. You can't even hide bodies now. It doesn't matter most of the time because putting the enemies on alert doesn't really matter that much in this game. You can just
Fight your
draw
way
them all to
out.
one. You can just punch them out, or draw them all to one corner and take them all out, all on top of each other, which I did once or twice, which, is a pro and a con, I
I
think.
I
Um,
thought that I could like when there's like throw item. I thought it was like I could throw it to distract them, and
yeah,
every time I didn't know it throw it at them
yeah,
like
yeah.
every time. I'm like, no, I don't want to throw the pan at his
You
head, and I'm
throw it
like,
at them, and
shit.
it's not a one shot, which it used to be in Hitman, which threw me off. So you'll stun them, but then you're in combat mode,
Yeah,
which you can get out of if you take everyone out and no one sees you. But I do think it doesn't quite feel as James Bondy to me as I wanted it to.
I, mm,
Mm.
But I'm
it
used
does
to
have more.
the
It's got the Uncharted feel. It
What you guys are
does.
saying
Now you
right
talk
now
about it.
just seems weird to me about a James Bond game too, because like I don't know, I'm just going back to like GoldenEye, where like the harder difficulties, like you could go through the base difficulty and just mow dudes down, not worry about stealth, not worry about alerts, alarms, etc. But like
Yeah,
on the harder difficulties, like that would lead to mission failure and stuff like that. So I figured there was something like that in this game, but it sounds like there's
no,
I
not.
I didn't. Are you playing on the hardest
I
difficulty though? I'm only playing on medium.
no, I'm playing the intended, but I think the hardest
Yeah.
difficulty just changes like damage values or the frequency of your resources to pick up your gadget resources.
So there's no
Oh, the
real,
batteries.
there's nothing stopping you from just being like Kimbo
There's
and
no
just.
f- yeah, there's no real state. I don't think.
Mm.
You
Other than
can't shoot people unless they shoot at you first, right?
there's very little shooting in this game.
Huh. That's good to know as I'm coming into it.
Mm.
So,
Like a surprising. You're punching way more than you're shooting. I'll say that. I mean, eventually,
so,
and,
so it's
and then
Uncharted 3.
and then when you do get guns, the ammo is limited, and they expect you to constantly pick up new guns and stuff. You don't get a silenced gun until very late in this game, which I found a little disappointing. Like 8 out of 10 chapter, like 8 out of 10 chapters or something is a silenced gun.
Mm.
But still, I think the story, the characters, and this take on Bond is top notch. Like
That's
even
great.
though
Yeah.
I predicted several things happening, I really love the story and the characters. and even though it ended a little abruptly, but yeah, it's like an 8.5 for me. I don't know if I would go any higher than that though, because there is still a little more. Because again, I come from, GoldenEye and Everything or Nothing are like my favorite Bond games, and the driving is not great.
Oh,
It's
really?
very on rails and not that
I
interesting.
oh, I thought it was fun to do the time drive around real quick, but I didn't.
Yeah,
I was like, I hope it gets
that's
better. I hope it gets
that's
better,
about
but
that's about as hard. That's like the hardest driving part, that time trial and the training.
wow,
Everything else, you're pretty much on rails.
oh, that
There's not
sucks.
a whole lot.
I mean,
They're like
again,
they're
cinematic. We're going cinematic.
Yes, it's cinematic, but the driving parts are basically like slightly interactive cutscenes. They feel like to
Okay.
So
me.
this is pretty scripted stuff then, right? It's not because when I look at
Yes,
Hitman,
except for some certain levels, which are my favorite parts of the game, where you do have basically big open Hitman levels where there's like four ways to get to another area. You have to follow some leads, get to another area, or there was one part where you have to like. Well, actually, I'm not even going to say that, but there's a different objective that you have to do, and you just go around, choose one or a handful of like 5 or 6 different options to do what you need to do. You can talk to people, you can bluff them down.
yeah, no,
Yeah, bluff.
the reason I was asking is when they first announced this, is like, oh, the Hitman thing, because it's like I never played Hitman, but I enjoyed watching some of those videos for a while. Where we're just like, hey, let's have like a race to see who can kill this target, right? And it'd be like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
the weirdest, like stupidest things. It's like, holy shit, I can't believe that happened, right? So I was expecting something a little bit more like that, and a little less than just because you guys use the term. I saw the internet use it, like Uncharted too, where it's like,
I
okay,
I get more
I
Uncharted
get it.
feel for
There's
this for me,
both.
and
There's both parts
I've
of it.
played some Hitman games. Like I've played some Hitman games, not all of them through, but I'm not getting that vibe much at all in this game. I'm getting more
You
Uncharted.
haven't gotten to the right level yet.
Yeah,
But yeah, but I
everything
mean,
I've seen for it so far, that's why I didn't even like read anything on this game. It just looks like it's Uncharted to me.
yeah,
Everything
the
about it.
And I mean,
traversal, everything climbing,
right.
yeah, it's
And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, right? Because
no,
Uncharted is
it's
gone.
fine.
It's
Yep.
Yeah,
just when they announced developers of this, I was like, oh, that'll be cool.
Right. It's not
yeah.
what you would have
And it is
expected.
Right.
when it is.
It's a letdown for
I
you
would
because
But
it's
I
good.
say
do
I
think
would
you
say
need, if you're trying to tell a story in a video
Yeah,
game,
yeah,
you
yeah,
do
sure.
need certain
right.
on rails and
Yeah,
certain
yeah, I get
directing
that.
things to get the key points and things.
Yeah.
I would say about, let's see, 3 or 4 of the 10 chapters are like
Hmm.
Hitman levels. Um, the rest are a little more scripted, where you are being ushered somewhere. Although there's still some little like roadblocks where you have to do the Hitman type thing, where find a key, figure out which doors open what, and there's usually more than one way to do it. Um, but yeah, overall,
How long did it take to
I
go through
tried
it?
to take my time as much as I could. It's probably still 15 to 20 hours though.
Okay. So you're
20.
not putting 10x in this to get to that Crimson Desert level of
No,
commitment.
but I haven't played the Taxim mode yet, which is basically their challenge mode, um, where that seems to be where they're banking on most of the replayability coming from. I haven't really touched it yet. I heard that it's,
I've
you
heard
know,
some
not
complaints.
not very fleshed out yet, but it's going to get updated constantly. So,
Yeah, I've heard some
Yeah, that
complaints
seems
where
like
you have
it's
to.
definitely seems more
Yeah,
like it's a 15-hour, 20-hour game, and
Yeah.
then you had your fun and enjoy the story, enjoy the characters, and
that's what I'm
Yep.
looking forward to.
maybe
Yeah.
there'll
well,
be a
well,
DLC
Yeah,
pack or something.
the thing
there's
about the
DLC. Yeah.
Taxim stuff though is that's they're kind of to appease more of the like the Hitman sickos, where you do replay a shorter scenario over and over to try to get like a better score or do something a different way, or
Okay.
so hopefully, I mean, I haven't gone in there yet, but hopefully it scratches that itch, and that's gonna get like an
We'll see.
update very soon too. So
Cool.
Okay, cool. I'd like to
All right.
see that. That'd be
Yeah.
neat.
All
overall,
right.
yeah, I like it a lot. I don't know if it's better than Everything or Nothing or GoldenEye though. Um,
Hmm.
it's
Well,
it's it's up
Golden
there.
Eyes. Golden Eyes,
The
the
goat
crown.
of
Yeah.
fun.
All right. Tony, anything for you?
Yeah. Let's see. I beat Ragebound
Hmm.
last week. Game was pretty good. The last boss kind of frustrated me because they introduced this mechanic where the last boss couldn't be damaged for a little while, and I'm just like, really? Like, no other boss has been like this. What are you talking about? And they make you do some certain gimmicky
Mute
thing.
phases.
Yeah, and I'm just like, really? Because I found this build that worked for me, where it's like, you use a sub weapon that protects you from a hit, and then I combined it with a perk that made it like extended invincibility frames. So I was like, oh, I could just out DPS these people and the bosses and everything like that. And they changed it for the final boss, and it just soured me. I'm like, okay, I know you absolutely did this 100% to prevent this cheese from happening, but like, god damn it, like you should have done that earlier for the bosses. So I would have been like, okay, I can't do the bosses and whatnot. Anyway, it was really good. There is one weird thing where you don't get the true ending until you beat the game on hard, and I'm just like, I like the game, but I don't want to immediately go through it again on hard mode. So I'm like, let me just Google YouTube the true ending, right? And the true ending is like, first of all, a boss gauntlet of the bosses of every chapter. There's no way to like save between them. You have to fight them in a row. I don't think you get health restored. I could be wrong on that. And then you get like an extra 10 seconds of the ending. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, that is not worth my time and effort. Like, maybe if I was a kid and had all the time in the world, then I would be down for that. But I was just like, I am not doing that. I'm glad I just YouTube that. But team did a great job on that. Hopefully, maybe we'll see a sequel or something like that. But I did start doing playing Mina the Hollower, which is fantastic.
Oh, yes.
That is
scratching.
Yeah, scratching a couple itches here because it's a Game Boy Color Zelda Soulsborne Castlevania.
It reminds me a lot of Castlevania from what I've seen.
Oh, there's a lot of Castlevania.
A lot of
the
it,
intro,
yeah.
the intro cutscene is like very Castlevania-esque, and one of the weapons is a whip. So, but yeah, it's really good. You could definitely tell they put a lot of labor of love into it. 6 years of dev time, I think. Yeah, and this is done by the Shovel Knight developers, Yacht Club Games, for those who don't know, which I love that game too. It is very hard though. Like in the beginning, I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm getting stomped because in true Soulsborne fashion, it's like you are so weak at the beginning of the game and everything is deadly, and it's just like, okay. I do have some quirks with some of the design decisions because, like the Soulsborne games, like to restore health, it's not like, oh, you just pause menu, go eat food, or use a potion or something like that. It's like you have to hold a specific button down, and the Mina will start drinking it, and it's not instant, so like you're vulnerable. You're just standing still, and if that wasn't hard enough, right? That's a pretty standard thing. If you get hit, you lose the vial, so you just wasted your potion for no reason. And the other mechanic is when you take damage, like your health bar is red, and when you take damage, it goes black wherever you took damage. To regain health, though, you need to do damage to other enemies, and then it feels like, I would call it, I guess, the rally gauge, where it starts, like that black starts filling in yellow. And then if you use a potion, then you restore health. So there's been a couple times where it's just like...
Wait, wow.
Yes.
So you actually have to fill that first before you take your potion.
So as in other words, if you get hit, like if you're fighting a boss, you get hit, you get punished once because you just took damage, and you get punished again where you have to start landing hits on the boss to even be able to refill health. So it's not like you just be like, okay, I can greed this or whatever. Like it's, you need to run away and make sure that you're safe, then hit him and then, or her, and then run away and do it. That's it. There are 200 modifiers to the game. So like you can just disable or enable all these different settings. You could disable that, that kind of thing. They really want the extra mile to do a lot of accessibility options. I'm a purist, so I'm just doing the standard de facto default settings, which has been a little frustrating in some parts because, especially if you remember, Jim, in Link's Awakening, like, how there were sometimes like jump puzzles and stuff where you had to navigate and... Yeah.
Yep.
So imagine when you fall down a pit, you take damage, and you can't fill your rally meter.
Oh, you
because
gotta
there's
go
no enemies
somebody
around. So there's sometimes like, okay, I gotta go back to the save point and refill my health and everything like that. But say lovey is what it is.
Wow. Cool.
But
it's $20, right?
It's only $20. I mean, they definitely took the Silk Song pricing to heart, and they're offering, I think I heard, about 20 hours of content, and there's like for just the first playthrough, and then apparently there's 7 new game plus modes or something like that, which I don't understand fully, but I'll I'll understand when I get there.
Oh.
I figure I'd be about halfway right now because, in terms of like palace equivalent, whatever they're called in this game, I'm not spoiling it. I've done half of them, so I'm just estimating I'm about halfway through the game. But it is cool. They've definitely take advantage of some of the things that you would expect from a Zelda-like game like this and flip things on its head, so I really appreciate that. There's been a lot of homages. And there's even a really cool boss that did something in a game like this that I was not expecting out of the genre. I'm not going to say anything more than that because it spoils it. But when you get it, it's just like, holy crap, this is cool. So, yeah,
Cool.
I'm loving it.
Yeah. And that thing, that's
Highest-
300,000
highest-
copies, right?
Yeah, they confirmed 3 days, 300,000 copies, which is good. So now they don't have to fire anybody because they're like, yeah, if it doesn't sell this much, we're probably going to be closing up, which is kind of ridiculous.
That's
and,
crazy.
Indicative of the industry we live in. But
even then, they said they wanted to do way better than that.
well, yeah. So Jason Schreier texted the president, and he's like, yeah, well, we're highest rated game of the year so far, and I expected a little bit better, which is kind of like, I get on one hand, right? But on the other, I'm just like, well, first of all, you're like a Game Boy Color game, which I love, right? But I could see a lot of people, mainly younger ones, being like, this looks stupid, right? And it's like, it's a hard game,
It's a challenge of it too.
It's
You're
anthropomorphic
going to turn
characters.
people away from
People
that.
get like really weird about anthropomorphic characters. I don't know.
Go either way,
Yeah, exactly.
Both ways.
It's like, oh, this is too furry. Like, change the knob a little bit. But
yeah. Cool. All right, Corey, anything for you?
More Borderlands.
Okay. More Borderlands.
For the rest of the year, more Borderlands.
Yep.
All right.
Pretty much.
So
What's
I was
gonna pull
tempted by
Corey
James
away
Bond,
from-
but
Oh, okay, I was gonna say I thought you.
I was
were
tempted.
talking
We'll see. For 15
mean-
hours, I might be able to do that.
Dude, it's like I told you, like Uncharted, a nice Uncharted vibe. I think you'll enjoy it. It's fun.
Yeah, no, I
that
mean,
way.
I think it looks
yeah.
fun. I want to experience the story, so
Yeah,
The
it's James
story
Bond.
is-
It's got such a good
is
feel.
good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I would say, game of the year time, I would almost expect both Patrick Gibson, the guy playing Bond, and Lenny James, Morgan from The Walking Dead, who is a character in this.
Yeah.
I would expect both of them to be up in the
Be up.
running for
Yeah.
performance of the year.
When that like the music came across in the beginning, I immediately burst this little smile. Like I do love my James Bond.
It's like that for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah. So, apparently it cost $200 million to make.
Way more than any Hitman, and apparently that's the most expensive creative project out of
Denmark or
Denmark. Yeah,
was it?
Danish. Yeah,
Danish.
yeah.
Whew.
And so yeah, they
1.5 million copies
1.5
sold.
million
Yeah.
in a day, in their first day. So they're on their way. They're not there yet to making their money
Yeah.
back. But you got to
Got some work to
remember,
do.
this is James Bond. There's loads of product placement in this. There's a lot of advertisement deals they've got. So that might be helping them as well. I already saw the Coke, the Aston Martin, the watch. I don't remember the company's name.
yeah, gotta have it. It's part of
So
Bond.
that's all in there. Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
part of Bond,
all
and that might help them a little bit. So hopefully it keeps selling decent enough because it's good to see IO get a little bit
they
more.
They needed a
AAA
win after the last like decade or so.
I'm shocked they got a $200 million budget for this. Like
I think part of it was
Shocking.
probably government subsidized at this point because it's like, oh, we get the Bond license, and Denmark was like, yeah, sure,
Put
here's
this
some
on the map
here's
here.
some
Yeah,
government money. Because that's the thing, it's like each of these, like especially like last year with Clair Obscur, I mean, the French government was talking about it because it brought that much prestige to the country, right? Or like Stellar Blade with South Korea, or Black Myth Wukong for China, when that came out. When these games do well, both critically and commercially, it just brings a lot of prestige to the country. So it's good. Everybody wins.
And Bond's a huge license.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Good. All right. Some news. We've got besides the James Bond stuff, we've got some Witcher news from last week. DLC. We got Witcher
Really
3
happening.
DLC. Yeah, it's actually happening. What's it called? What's it called?
I don't know. Or don't. What did it say?
Put you on the spot.
It's-
Come on.
But it's coming 2027. Didn't really specify more, but it's an expansion, not just DLC. But I'm sure
Yeah,
it'll be
it's-
roughly the size of the two other world famous, like maybe best DLCs ever, according to people of
Songs
Blood
of the
1.
past.
And
Songs of the past. Yeah.
yeah, so that's pretty cool. I wonder how long it'll take to update that game if I reinstall it. But yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they're give them credit. It's going to lead into Witcher 4. That's what they're saying. This will tie into Witcher 4. But it is an expansion. It's going to be a huge content pack.
It
Yeah,
not being
I
this
mean,
year makes me wonder when Witcher
Yeah.
4 is coming out now. Because I was expecting it next year,
Never
but now I'm
coming out.
like, I don't see them doing a huge
2028,
DLC
you're right.
expansion and then Witcher 4 in the same year. Like, just
no, I think they
When
know
is this
it's
coming?
next year. They just said
It's
next
sometime
year.
in 2027. They
Yeah.
didn't even specify
Yeah.
one.
So yeah, if it's not coming out in March or something like
Yeah.
that, we're definitely not getting.
Yeah.
even then, like, why would you release 2 Witcher games in the same year? You're going to get a lot from the expansion anyways. So I don't know
Well,
if you
because
would
one's
put
an
Witcher 4 out in the
expansion, Jim,
fall.
and one is
Yeah, but in the
a
fall, you'd
game
still
that
do
people
it.
are
That's one of-
anticipating for how long now?
Right,
Yeah.
but it's also, your last chance to play as Geralt, pretty much, assumably.
Yeah.
Assumably, but
Mm.
but also you have one of the best installed bases of any game ever with Witcher 3 out there, so it's there. It might do pretty well. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised if this is one of the best selling expansions ever.
Oh yeah, I mean that's CD Projekt Red. They are very good at that and giving you value for your DLC, right? And I know that just based on Cyberpunk and Phantom Liberty, but I've only heard good things about all the Witcher games DLC, so
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Last week there was Steam Deck increase, massive price increase, like $200.
$300 for the top end.
Whew. Yeah, massive increase for Steam Decks. I mean, this is the price of they don't build enough. This is why they couldn't do like a $50 or $100.
So, how
First
about those
Switch.
Steam machine prices? You still feeling confident, Jim? On
1,300.
I'm curious if they're
$1,300.
bringing it up to
$1,200.
be in parity or to just be like, oh, here's the little brother to the Steam Deck. That's the question now.
Why? It's a console. The hand. It's not gonna happen.
What?
It has to
gonna
be
happen.
at least like $200 more. At least.
No, I'm just saying.
Steam
like,
Deck's been out for so long. That's the problem. Like, you can't release this new thing cheaper than the Steam Deck. So you're in the thousands already. You're already in the thousands.
Yeah.
Like off the start. So I'm going to say 1,200 now, and I was hoping for like a $699
come
thing.
around on the 1,200. Okay. All right.
I lag. We talked about this. I lag.
Listen, it was set in stone when when we had that rumor that people were like, oh, this will be similar priced to consoles, right? And everyone's like, in their meeting that they had, that says,
Well, even then, I was
no.
expecting 1,000-ish. But
Yeah.
now we're firmly in the maybe 1,200 for the lowest end, and I'm expecting close.
I'm
to
in there
2K
too.
for the
That's what I'm
high
thinking.
end now.
Yep.
So you can get to $1,000. I'd be very like that'd be a win if they
It
get
would
to
be a win if
1,000.
they could get 1,200. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's interesting. And then
And supposedly, I mean, there's rumors all over the place that it's coming a lot sooner than we think. So
I'm expecting to be announced at Summer Game Fest this week.
Yeah.
On Friday.
I mean, there's
they gotta
stuff
give them
that
away during it,
people
don't
are-
they?
Not anymore. I guarantee you, they're not doing that.
Nope.
Jeff's like,
Nope.
oh, wait a second, guys. I can't afford that anymore.
Yeah.
I need my 50th yacht.
I will say, Modern Warfare 4 is coming to Switch too, October 23rd.
Yeah,
That was announced last week too.
That's kind of cool. I
Yep.
guess Phil Spencer finally got that delivery. He's like, we want to bring Call of Duty to Switch. It's like, all right, sure, bud.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I will say the one thing about
the-
new Call of Duty that does make me interested to bring back my favorite mode from the pandemic era with DMZ, which is like the Arc Raiders, like the Luda extraction part. So I'm like, okay. I was zero interest, but there is some now. I don't know how much, but there is some now. Better than great.
Yeah. And before we get to Sony State of Play, Microsoft has theirs coming up, and apparently it pissed off their fans because they're going to have logos for other systems during their presentation. People need to grow up.
Well, this is
I'm
what
sorry,
the
like,
Xbox executives over the past 15 years have conditioned their fans to be like babies.
You can't be pissed about something that the game is coming out for another system. They doing that so they can sell it. They're gonna advertise it for you just have to accept it. I'm sorry, they're not gonna axe Master Chief Collection or whatever.
They're lagging too.
Yeah,
They're changing
they're lagging
their
worse
mind.
than me, and that's
I
pretty
know.
bad. I
I
lag.
know. I know.
Their
Yeah.
problem is they're
So-
changing their mind now. They may not. This may not
Well,
be
no, this is
how it
exactly what I'm talking about. Asha's like, oh, that was a miss. I'm like, Jesus Christ, just stay off of Twitter, get some shit done, get
Yeah.
some games out, shut the fuck up
It's
until
like the
then.
James Gunn of CEOs of game
Yeah,
companies.
she likes to talk too much on there, and just I understand they brought it back to Xbox for Microsoft Game Studios. That's a cool thing to do for your fans, but the fans have to understand like these games are in production. They're not going to axe them. Like
They
that
already
Halo 1 remake
forward
is
this to
is
these companies,
pretty much
yeah.
done. It's done. They're not
Uh,
going to axe it for PlayStation. So,
mm,
anyways, what's that?
no, I'm just saying Microsoft. They're not afraid to just cancel stuff when it's pretty much done. They've done it before.
Not when it makes them money,
Yeah.
though. This is,
No,
like,
right, sure.
canceling
Not when
games on
other
the other
companies
platforms
are
is the
involved,
one
too.
thing that's going to make them money. So,
Yeah.
All right. I will say, yeah. Anyways, Halo. We can move on. We'll talk about that next week, I'm sure. So yeah, state of play happened though today. We have
Yes.
fresh state of
Did
play
it?
information. Yeah, it did. I almost missed it. I was sleeping. I woke up. I actually watched it quick at 7
I
o'clock
wish I
tonight
was
after it
sleeping.
ended. Yeah.
Mm.
So I watched it quick. So I skimmed through a couple of the games. So I apologize if I
You don't
if
need
I
to apologize for
overlapped
that.
with something.
I
Yeah,
watched
I
like
didn't think it was
lot of
that.
them
I
were-
didn't think it was amazing. I was expecting
thought
this
it was
monster show.
okay. I thought it was good,
Yeah.
but not great. No surprises really.
Was anybody
There
blown
was-
away?
No, I
No,
mean, there's a lot of
no,
stuff there that
but-
was skippable, Jim. So like, don't worry about it.
Okay, okay. I thought I was like,
No,
I'm
it
thinking I'm sitting
Started
here watching
better
it.
than it finished. Although I'm interested in the last game, but it was a terrible showcase of it.
Okay, when I heard this presentation I thought this presentation was gonna be 2 hours long. I
Yeah.
thought we were getting like a good
well, they
portion
made a
of it to
big
be
deal about
Wolverine.
it. They made a big deal
Yeah.
about it. They were sending out invitations.
yeah.
They even did the Alamo Draft House, like, go see this in the theater. I was like, oh shit! Like, and I thought I was expecting Wolverine,
Intergalactic.
Interstellar?
Intergalactic. I always say
Interstellar. Yeah,
Interstellar.
Intergalactic. Yeah,
And
Yeah.
then,
my fault.
And then God of War, right? Which we only saw 2 out of the 3, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, Sony! Like, what are we doing?
Naughty Dog.
What are we doing?
It's really-
Naughty Dog is way
Naughty Dog.
off right now. That
Do we
game is
think-
2028,
Do we think it?
2029.
Do you think that even though it would make more sense to me in the state of play, do you think it shows up somewhere else this week?
No,
Intergalactic.
no,
And
Not at all.
Zero.
Not a
0%
chance.
Not
chance.
There's
anymore.
no
I
chance.
guarantee you they're saving
okay.
it now.
Vaporware.
No, they're saving it for the premier PS6 launch title. It's going to be cross-gen.
There you go. Oh, interesting.
They're going to use that
That's
to
good
showcase the
It's
PS6.
coming
I
in
guarantee
like
it.
a year or two. And it could still be that, but all right.
All right, so the show kicked off though with Wolverine. So we did get like
Wolverine?
15 minutes of Wolverine. Or 15 minutes? I don't know. They talked about it a little bit. They
Too
showed us
much.
a lot of the game.
For
We
2
got
minutes.
a little bit more. Not a whole lot more.
The whole time I'm like, what are we playing? What are we doing here? Like,
Yeah.
First of
well,
all,
there seems
again-
to be
Yeah, go ahead.
there's a lunge. There seems to be some sort of parry, and there's definitely finishers. It looks kind of like X-Men Origins Wolverine from 20, not quite 20 years ago, but close.
it
Yeah.
looks like
There's
Spider-Man
like a rage
ground combat
bar.
to me, and I'm just like, because like right off the intro when he like jumps and then like jumps down to like finish off that, just kill the one dude right off the bat. That's a Spider-Man finisher right there, where it's like the stealth assassin or stealth takedown in Spider-Man 1 and 2. I was like, okay, that's fine, and you were using that animation, but then he's like crawling around or he's crouching around a little bit. I'm like, dude, you're in bright yellow spandex. I don't really think stealth is like gonna work out for you,
You're
buddy.
also like healing everything that hits you, right? Technically, your regenerative abilities shouldn't matter. You should just be walking
Yeah.
through.
Wolverine always has some stealth involved with him. I don't think that. I mean, it does prove what Fox realized over 20 years ago, that once you get more photoreal, the yellow spandex does look kind of stupid.
I have no problem with the yellow spandex
I have no problem
suit.
with the
I'm having a
outfit.
problem with,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna try to be stealthy and I'm gonna crouch crawl up to these dudes. It's like, you're wearing bright yellow, dude. Like bright yellow. Like
Mhm.
you would be better off in just
Some other
jeans
guy
and a
from
flannel.
some
In
other guy
broad
across the way.
daylight. for the
He's
most
gonna be like,
broad
"Yo, there's a
daylight.
yellow dude on that roof." There's
Yeah.
a
Well, the
yellow
other
dude
thing
on that
is,
roof.
clearly the's going to be a bunch of costumes, and we know that.
No, we know that for a fact. But I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
absolutely.
like to me,
It is
it looks goofy.
pulls you out of the It pulls you
For
out
a
of
game
it
that's
little
supposed to
bit.
be like grounded in this like.
I can't imagine that's a big part of it because like it looks pretty brutal, like in terms of its like the way he just kills these dudes.
I will
Um,
say, like, I was kind of
I expect
bored
stealth to
I
watching
was
change
it.
bored. I was bored.
I was like, I don't know. It was just Spider-Man. It was very much like, oh,
Yeah.
like we have guns like thugs here, and like you're on the zoom, and then you're just like, oh, what was that noise? And you zoom up to the Wolverine, and then you go down, and like, oh, here we go, and it's like the exact same setup as Spider-Man. There was
Yeah.
no originality there. I was like, well, this could have just been a Spider-Man game, I guess. Just now he's got this
Claws
gore.
and blood. Yeah.
They got
I'm
blood.
not so
Yeah.
sure about that.
So I'm
We'll
hoping. I
see
mean,
if
I'm hoping there's more
some
to it. I just
reversal.
like what we've seen. Just
Right.
it's
That's
straight up Spider-Man.
That's
Not
the
a
biggest
lot,
thing to
not
me
a
is
lot.
that even like that last video, I was like, I don't know what we're playing, guys. Like, what is his combat moves, anything like that. So I was expecting that today, and they still didn't show
That's what I
that.
thought we were
In
getting.
my opinion,
Yeah.
they didn't show anything like how I'm actually going to be playing as Wolverine. And it's just boring to me. And the whole fact that the show was just generic ass looking,
It was like a cinematic
no
thing
name
again.
jobbers.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, like you couldn't throw in like a Sentinel set piece or like the Omega fight, or
Well,
know.
Jean
She
Grey
showed
was
some
the
bits
big
and pieces of that.
reveal.
Oh,
Show
yeah,
bits
But
and
she
pieces.
still was
Yeah.
fighting. They were
saw
fighting mobs
Sabretooth.
though. Give us. Yeah, there was
You saw-
Sabretooth.
Yeah, but
shown.
show the
saw
fight.
Omega
Like,
Red there.
show that as
Yeah,
a fight. Not
Listen, this
he's
is
in
an
this game.
Insomniac game. It's gonna be like 8 hours long. They can't show too much because that's the game.
We're 3 months away from launch, my dude. Like,
I
you need
know,
to show us
but
more.
they don't want it.
And this game has been in
That's my
development
biggest.
forever.
That's my biggest fear. Well, not really. I'm not. I don't have super confidence with this. I think it'll
this-
be good at worst though, but I
Do you
don't
think
think
this
it'll
game
be
is actually
great.
shorter? Do you think the game is shorter than you think?
Probably.
I think it might. I think it's
That's
gonna
why
be
they're holding it
shorter.
back.
Like
That's why they're
Spider-Man
holding it
2
back.
were shorter, and Spider-Man 2 felt short to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't expect it to be very long because I don't think this company can pull it off, especially with
I
their
also
budget problems.
wonder how much Wolverine you can take. Like after a while, it's like, what are you doing with this guy? Like,
I
where's
don't
this-
know. Not
like, you
sure
can
what
keep-
that
I'm
means.
like 20 hours following Wolverine around. I don't know if you want to do that. I don't know if I want to do that.
Is he farting?
No, I'm just saying, like, he's not that interesting of a character. Like Peter Parker's
Well,
got like interesting
That's
stories you
just
can tell.
like your opinion, man. Like Wolverine is one of the most popular comic book characters ever.
Doesn't
Okay.
mean he's
I
interesting.
mean,
He's
I mean,
more
I just
interesting
don't know.
than
I don't
Peter
know. Like,
Parker.
what I saw, I'm like, I don't know if I
Yeah,
want
I
more of
disagree
this.
with you, sir. I think 3 of the 4 podcasters disagree with Mike on that one. I don't know if I.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Once
just
again,
like based on
don't
what we
speak
saw, I was
English.
very down. Like my hype for this game was so much higher
Yeah.
than it was like
I didn't think that was
like,
possible. Like, I was
2
like,
hours ago.
okay, like, I'll be.
I don't
you
like
know,
the voice. I don't like the voice though.
Yeah,
the voice is the
boring.
least of my
I don't think
problems
it
with this
has
game
voice.
right now. I went from like
No,
having any interest to zero interest now. Like zero.
yeah, I was
I don't
this
know
was one of
what's
my more
that bad
anticipated.
about it. They just didn't show that much.
I would
Why
go
would I
zero.
pay
I'm gonna
$70
get
what
the
we
for
game.
this?
saw.
I
Like the
played this
problem
game
is
before.
what we saw made me be like, okay, I don't care now about what and it's not a I don't know if you can
Yeah.
get better. That's the thing. It's like
This
if
is
we're
a
gonna be doing what we
weird
saw
take on this
for
guy.
15 to 20 hours, I don't really care to do that again.
It's gonna get super
It
repetitive.
won't be that
Yeah.
long, but I don't know.
Well,
That's a
that
weird
could be a
take.
good
I just
thing.
feel like it didn't show me didn't give me any new information. I didn't
Well,
feel like it
that's
was
what-
like,
that's what our
oh, this
complaint
looks
is,
The
Mike.
terrible.
problem, that is
Like,
the problem, Mike.
Tell
The
me
problem
what
we're
is
just
new
getting-
about Wolverine that we haven't played in 2 Spider-Man games now. 3 if you want to count Miles Morales.
I think. Well,
no, not think. What have we seen so far?
it's Wolverine, and you're going to be fighting more brutally.
The
and
only thing that's different is
on the
he's
ground.
killing people. Like he's
Yeah, you're stabbing people with your not.
Yeah,
claws.
other than
that's the
that,
difference.
it's the exact same
You're
stuff. Like,
grounded. You're not flying around through the air.
So
You're
it's
not
less of a
swinging.
game.
We just did. He
It's less
just
of a
jumped
game.
off of.
You can
I don't know.
jump off a thing. It's not the same as literally
I
flying
know we're not getting
across the
web
city.
slinging, but Spider-Man doesn't fly either. He slings. I'm
He
just
does
saying,
in these games.
he glides.
He glides. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you have a
But-
motorcycle in this one.
I don't know. I'm just like this
Motorcycle people.
really was a bad look for me. For me personally, I was just like, wow, I can't wait to get off of this and look at something more interesting.
Listen,
Well, it was only 15 minutes,
like,
so it wasn't.
this is nearly a bizarre take. Like I thought I was like the lowest on just because I have expectations going in for Wolverine games.
I had huge
I see-
expectations.
I
This
see
is like
your
the only
reaction.
PlayStation game
People
we're
love
getting.
this shit. People love this shit.
That's
From
fine.
what I
I
saw,
don't
the
care.
reaction.
That's
but,
fine. They could love
yeah.
it. But I had zero expectation. I was still disappointed. I have no idea what this game is going to be.
See, the other thing is you guys just don't like Wolverine apparently, so your opinions are.
I like Wolverine.
Listen, I don't hate Wolverine. I just you made a comment about him being like more interesting than Peter Parker, and I'm just like, that's
Yeah, he's got
I mean,
hundreds of years of
one's
history. He goes to
yeah,
Japan
but like
for a
Spider-Man's a much
while.
bigger superhero in the
Let's hope
world
we get
than
something like that,
Wolverine
then.
is recognizability.
There's no
wise. I
X-Men
mean,
in this game, but because like they
Yeah.
said that they
There's
don't
Jean
exist.
Grey was literally in this fucking trailer.
No, they literally said
She's
there
not
are
an X-Man.
X-Men in this universe or something.
There is
They
no
lied.
X-Men.
So Jean Grey is an X-Man.
Apparently not, and there's no
Neither
X
is
on
Wolverine.
his costume, at least in the footage. So again, I have no idea what we're doing with this fucking game, and frankly,
Yeah.
3 months left. They're not selling me on it, so pass, easy pass.
so why would there be any Sentinels in this game if there's no mutants?
I don't know,
Trask?
dude. But they
Didn't they say
I don't
Trask was?
Well, no, you
there's
don't.
mutants. There's
need-
mutants.
You
There's no
don't
X-Men.
need mutants. I mean, Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
mutants. There's no
Anyway.
X-Men. Yeah.
Sabretooth's in there. It's just he's on
All
Team
right.
X. Wolverine.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's so much different from whatever. It's stupid. Fuck this game.
They probably don't want to say X-Men. That's it because
That's
of
dumb.
the
Alright.
gender bias.
Marvel.
No.
All right.
XP.
Next followed up, we had Marvel Token Fighting Souls. I'm sorry, coming August 6th. Got to see some Magneto in action. Doctor
And
Doom,
Doom.
Carnage.
Yep.
Yeah, Carnage in action.
Mm.
And who was the
Uh,
fourth?
Green Goblin.
Green Goblin. Green Goblin.
Yeah, that's
That's
cool.
cool. 'Cause,
Honestly,
we haven't
like,
had Green
it looks
Goblin in
better.
a fighting game, so
This was
Um,
even though the team doesn't really make any sense other than they're all villains. It's a cool. I was excited to see each of the new characters that they show here, so that was cool.
So I'm looking forward to this game quite a bit. I hope it's plays great. I hope it's fluid. So I'm sure it's going to be. All right. So then we had a lot of filler games here. We got an Ace Combat 8, got Dynasty Warriors 3 remaster, which is funny because I think I've played that game to death at this point. But
actually was happy to see
I
that.
don't
Like I don't know, it was like $50 or something, maybe.
I don't know what they're gonna charge.
I don't know what they're gonna charge.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
we'll
Dynasty
see.
Warriors 3. I was like, I played a shit ton of that game.
I played the hell out of that when I was working. I probably shouldn't have been, but I was working. I was playing that game at EB Games. We had No Rest for the Wicked getting its full release. That was, I guess, it's in early access right now. Marathon. You guys ever hear that game? Marathon.
I heard about
know
it for like
What
a day.
what was that third game with that it looks like, I don't know, like some Japanese like thing where
The
they
Bon-
said it was co-op.
Poncho
but
Chef.
the one where you're fighting yokai or whatever it said. That was
It's
the third game they showed.
The Poncho
Kemuri
Chef was the
third
Kemuri
game.
or something like that.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
Kumari. That was they spent a lot of
Kumari,
time on
yeah.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah, they did. That's
Kumari.
what I'm like. Oh, we're gonna skip over that. All right.
No, that looked
No,
interesting.
that
to
wasn't
me.
the third. I'm not going in order. I'm just reading them off a list here. I don't have the order in front of me. I just have a list that, Kumari. Yeah, so that looked interesting. A 3-player action game. Kind of had a Devil May Cry vibe for it.
Yeah, like Devil May
Felt like
Cry, but like Persona-esque, where like you
Persona-esque.
like,
Yeah, I can see
acquiring
that.
the
Yeah.
demons and getting different abilities. I was like, okay, like at least this is interesting and a new take, and the fact that it has like I think up to 3-player co-op.
Yeah, which
I
is a
don't know.
weird number, but interesting.
Yeah. So
I'll leave that's not normally my type of aesthetic, obviously, but it was enough was shown that was kind of interesting. I'm like I'll give it a chance if it exists like in the right way for me, like at the right time.
Okay.
We'll see how that goes.
Yep. That's next year. That's 2027. Like I said, Boncho the Chef was shown. I don't know what that is. That's a Dave the Diver developer.
yeah, it's a prequel to Dave the Diver.
Yeah.
Cooking Mama type stuff.
Yeah, it's a prequel telling. All right, telling the origin story. The Lost Wild was shown. That I thought it was
That's
Jurassic Park at first.
Yeah,
I did.
That
I
actually
thought that was
looked.
Jurassic Park as well.
That to me looks a little interesting in the fact that I don't know if it's actually correct, but I got Alien Isolation vibes from it, but with dinosaurs.
I got like survival horror for it,
and
right?
if
Survival
that's,
horror.
if that's
yeah.
the case, that is cool. Like I don't know how the game
Yeah.
was
Then
set up, but
Arena Interactive,
Yeah.
so yeah, they do the horror stuff.
yeah. So I'm
right?
like, oh, like
Okay.
that's pretty interesting because yeah, dinosaurs like are pretty fucking scary.
They're gonna kill you. They're gonna eat you. So yeah, I got that vibe from it, but I don't know if that's it. But it looks like it is. They showed Ill, which I didn't think that looked great. I'm sorry, it's a horror. I don't know.
That
Coming in
yeah,
2027.
It looks super like janky, but the thing is, kind of like we talk about with the movies, like horror games, I think can get a pass too on
Yeah.
certain looks
Well,
and aesthetic, because it's
yeah.
more about the vibes, right, and the experience than thing. So I agree. It's not like Silent Hill or even Resident Evil. God, but
Yeah.
it could be cool, right? It could be cool. We'll see.
It could be. I mean, what about Silent Hill Townfall? That was shown September 24th release date.
Yeah, that looks interesting.
Late September, everything is coming
Everything
out.
was September. Every
To the
fucking thing
where
was September.
I kind of think someone should
For an obvious reason.
not.
Well,
though.
Phantom Blade.
They're
It's funny
hurting
because
themselves again.
after the show, Phantom Blade 0 delayed out of September to October.
Yeah.
It's October.
Now it's
Okay.
October. I was
They
like,
did-
you
they took
just said
Phantom
in the
Blade.
show it's September. Like, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
it got delayed.
I think one that you're about to mention probably should get out of there, and that would be Control Resonant, because
Yeah.
they also said late September. They showed a little more of it, and it looks,
That's
fine.
September 24th as well. That's September 24th.
They cannot afford for that to really underperform, and I don't want them to compete with all these other September games. Obviously, they don't want to be any later.
Well,
I kind
I
of
think
wish
it's
they would delay this into next year.
You
I think
gotta
it's
stay
lesser
out of
of two
November.
evils. Like, is it you fight GTA or you fight every other game in September?
I
don't
think
know.
they should just wait till 2027.
Oh,
I
dude,
really do.
I don't. They can't afford that, unfortunately. Like, even
They can't afford to
They can't afford to do
undersell this,
anything.
though.
Like, even Alan Wake 2 still isn't profitable. At least the last time they publicly said so. They just need
I
to get
think
the
they
game
said
out
they
there.
broke even last I heard, but that was a while ago. They just
Mike,
thought it would be more.
yeah, what'd you think of the trailer for that game this time? Artsy looking at least, but I don't know how it's gonna play.
That's how it is. Like, it didn't.
Yeah.
Again, I had apprehensions about this game as well. It didn't do anything to assuage them, but
Same here.
I,
We're on the same boat with that, but yeah.
I'm still interested. I'm probably gonna play this game, but
Yeah.
I'm into this universe deep enough where I won't pass it up. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know how they're gonna do the melee combat, and they didn't really show that much at all in this either.
Yeah, and then like I said, they showed Phantom Blade 0, which is said September. You're saying it's October. It's gonna get its own state of play deep dive later in the summer.
Looks good.
So
Yeah, looks good.
it looks good. Yeah, it looks really good.
It's kind
Onimusha.
Well, that's what I was about to say.
Sorry.
It's kind of unfortunate because it is releasing right around Onimusha, and even like Control Resonant, like it has some like melee action oriented combat. I'm just like, damn, like this was in development for so many years. Onimusha was in development for so many years, but like we only learned about it within the last year. It's like unfortunate kind of timing where it's like, how are we having so many ninja games? Like, coming
Well,
out?
you got Wolverine,
Onimusha was
Onimusha, Silent Hill, and Control all coming
Yeah.
out within 10 days of each other.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough, buddy.
So I mean, Control's got to get the fuck out of there. I'm sorry, but whatever.
Well, I think with Wolverine there, and again, like Onimusha has got a name from and Capcom's killing it. They've been doing great. So I expect Onimusha to actually move pretty well, and then Phantom Blade. Well, that's October.
Well, it's later now.
Yeah. So.
But Onimusha,
But yeah,
looks good.
Onimusha looked
There's
great.
A demo.
Yeah.
I was watching.
There's demo
Maximilian.
out,
Yeah, I was watching Maximilian play the demo, and I am glad because they said this last time, but it's not like a Souls combat type thing, which is good because there's just so many of those nowadays. Not everything needs to be that, but looks interesting. And my one friend locally is really big into it, so I'll probably watch him play it when it comes out.
Cool. Yep, September 25th for that one. Rayman Legends Retold. I'll tell you, the game looks great, Rayman. But the game used to always look good. Remember how Rayman always looked really good?
I mean, it looks good, but
I didn't realize that was a remake until they said it afterwards. I'm like, oh. All
right. I knew they were remastering it. I just I knew that from the beginning. But I'm like, I gave it credit. I mean, they made a game that looks really good, really good again. I don't know if I'll play it, but
well, that's what I was about to say. I was like, a second version of the game that you won't play, even though it looks really good.
Yeah, exactly. Rayman was like a product of me. I think it was on the Jaguar. That's why I played it, the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was a Jaguar. I was looking for games to play before my Jaguar fried.
I played it on my brother's Game Boy Advance for like a level or two, and then I was like, all right, I get it, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm not into those types of games that much, so
Yep. Tomb Raider: Legacy of Atlantis, their remake of Lara Croft's first game, right? Is that what it was from the first game? Remake of Lara's first adventure, yeah.
Pretty big
coming
remake.
February 12th. Yeah. Completely redone. Coming February 12th next year.
This was going to be this year, and they pushed that back as well to avoid GTA.
Yep.
I think it looks good.
I'm somewhat interested because I never played any Tomb Raider game. ever, and
yeah.
I feel like this would be a decent diving in point. Now they
Well,
remake the first
yeah.
game.
I think, yeah.
Yep.
For me, it's like I remember the last few games, and so in my mind, it's recent. It's not, but like I'm like it's a little jarring seeing the character look a little different now. You're like something's off, and but it's yeah. So, but
Something's off or
because the
something's
game
on.
still looks like it still looks like the other games. I was like, okay, I want to
yeah.
play this, but the character's off. So, Stuntman Hollywood, I didn't really have much interest in that.
Not my thing, but
Saber.
I thought it was a fun trailer because like as soon as they started playing
Yeah.
the Knight Rider thing, I
To
was
the
like,
future.
wait, what?
Knight Rider, yeah.
Rider.
And then what
Finished
was it?
with Back to the Future.
Back to the Future,
Yeah.
but even there was something in between, wasn't like
They
Mad
like
Max?
armored. What was the armored
Like,
one?
Was that like a Mad Max vehicle or it just looks like a Mad Max type
I don't-
vehicle? didn't
I don't know if that was from Mad Max. I know they were armored vehicles.
But it looked
could
like
have been
those.
from.
That's the vibes I got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not my game, but I thought it was a fun trailer.
Yep. How about Until Dawn 2? Coming 2027.
See, this is
So
a game
many
that
actors.
I think looks really janky. Like the whole time I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh,
Well, the
like,
first game was janky.
you know, I
Yeah,
get that.
part of it.
And I'm not saying, you know, what I just said about horror stuff, but I'm like, really? Like, okay, like that's a choice, I guess. But I mean, it's cool. Like, I do kind of like
I
those
wonder if
games.
it was a choice, actually. Like, I'm generally curious. Like, because it is like that silly teen, like, goes to the teen horror camping
Yeah,
Friday 13 style thing. So,
Was that Neil
Yeah.
Newburn as that one guy? The guy who's Astarion's voice actor, who's was
Oh,
that
was
him?
it?
The one
I don't know.
I don't
the,
know.
the
think
one
all
guy
the
who like,
actors
you see, why is he here?
played-
I didn't see
Like-
anything after the show about it, but it could be true. I just haven't seen.
I think it was
Yeah.
probably him, but and obviously we got the guy from Stranger Things, Max's brother.
Billy,
Billy.
Yeah, yeah, and some other people who
the Red Ranger.
everyone's
from
still
failed movie.
everyone's still, even now this day, when they do these sort of one-to-one actor scans, they still look a little off.
Oh,
They
yeah.
still just look like bad versions of these people. Like, I don't know, it's weird.
Yep. So yeah, and I think then we just finished with God of War, right? That was the
Yeah.
did I miss one between?
Yeah,
No, I think so. I
Laufey.
think it's everything.
Anything else? So, okay.
Now, this
This
was, for the record, this was way longer than I expected this to
When
be,
they said
because I was
20
expecting
minutes, I was like,
Wolverine.
Jesus Christ, dude.
way longer than it needed or should have been.
It was like the entire
It's longer
beginning
than
of the
Wolverine.
game.
My hot
Wolverine
take.
was 15 minutes long.
Here's my hot take.
Wolverine was 15 minutes.
Yeah, I get it.
Alright.
My hot take is the more they showed off of this game, the less interested I became.
Interesting.
I mean, it just looks like God of
Well,
War
that's
again.
part of the
Sorry.
problem. So I would have been sold after we got the premise, and then the first time she like fights that like grunt guy. Once I see is like, all right, this is more of the God of War fighting type game. That's it.
Yeah.
We're done. We
I
don't
had
need
it.
any
I was fine at
more
that
of
point.
this-
Yeah.
This world building that I don't really follow, bullshit, and just like stuff drawn out for a real long time. These new
I skipped
characters
through a lot of
that
it.
I
Yeah.
kind of don't need to see right now because I'm not going to play this
Like-
game for like 2 years because they don't have even a date yet, just in development, even a year yet. So
No.
So
I
I mean,
I'll
the
play
fact that
this
its gameplay sequence is nice, but I mean,
too
it's just
much. We
like,
don't need
I'm
to
going to
see
guess
that.
it's next year.
We don't need to see
Yeah, it was like, and it was in real time as far as like it felt like they were playing the game.
Yeah.
Like, I think
They
they
recorded
needed to do some cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do some cuts here, like get to the action stuff. I thought it was interesting. I think it looked more interesting than Wolverine, but
No, it definitely looks more interesting. I do think, it being more akin, at least first glance,
less of a
right?
game.
That it's more the traditional God of War actiony game because fake and jump, right?
Oh.
Because Kratos forgot how to jump. Yeah. So that's interesting. The fact that it's Faye is interesting, but the more like in my personal thoughts and opinions, I feel like they needed to get away from the God of War 2018 as much as possible because she wakes up and I'm like, okay, well, she doesn't have a stupid fucking annoying kid or stupid fucking severed head that's going to annoy the shit out of me
Well,
for 20 hours, right?
get another.
I know. Well, hold on, I'm getting there. So
Get a
like
companion
she wakes up and then it's like, oh, what's going on? Okay, all right, great. And then you see a little creature. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe she's just going to talk to this little fox, dog, cat, whatever thing. Okay, sure, whatever. Fight happens, blah, blah, blah. And then there's a tight tunnel, squeezing sequence. I'm like, okay, sure.
Gotta load that next area.
Gotta load that next area. Then we see some cutscene stuff. Okay, set the scene, blah, 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 killing gods. And I was like, oh, okay, sure, whatever, some scenes of combat of her trying to kill those guard things or whatever. But then she gets thrown in jail.
I get the vibe of it, yeah.
And here's where the game completely lost me. And maybe this is a hot take because I think people on the internet are enamored with this, but when it's like a talking fucking cube and a sword and a talking ribbon, and the cube's name is Frank. It's not spelled Frank. It's spelled like something else, but she says Frank.
With a Q.
And I'm just like, what are we fucking doing right now? And it's Jack Quaid, right? Like, Jack Quaid.
It's a Punisher and Karen reference. She has to be yelling at Frank.
Dude, oh my god. Like, there's no way that I don't know. It just completely lost me in terms of, okay, like, I can get whimsy. Don't get me wrong. I love whimsy. But this is so jarring of, like, tonal shift. And then it's like, oh god, she's going to talk to both of these characters the entire fucking game.
I don't know if that's what that means.
We'll see.
I mean, they seem to be her companions for the game.
There's footage of Jack Quaid doing a lot of mocap stuff, which is really weird if he was just going to be voicing it. Like, they built him a pen to, like, trap him in a cube-like, structure. I'm like, why would you need to do that if he's just voice acting? But then I don't know if you guys ever saw the meme from a couple months ago where somebody did, like, this is what Mario would look like if it was made by a Western studio, and it's like, he's talking to Peach through, like, a voice headset, whatever, and she goes, focus, M. And at some point, Jack Quaid goes, focus. And I'm just like, holy shit, like, this is it to a T. Like, how did Sony not see this meme? Because then it's like, oh, yeah, I can focus and use my magic powers. And I'm just like, bro.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. The funny thing about this is, okay, so we've established that she's dead, right? She's in the... What do they call it? The everywhere
life,
something like that. Everywhere or everything, whatever. It's basically all the where all the gods go after they die, regardless of deity or structure, location. So she's dead. There's somebody else that is dead with a cube and a sword. This is an isekai. This is a fucking isekai. Corey, am I wrong? This is an isekai.
No, absolutely it is.
This is an isekai.
Here, and she's got powers that are she's got to build up and level up here. So
I'm just like, holy shit, this is an isekai.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, what I found interesting, I thought the gods. I think it could be interesting because you can pull gods from all different religious beliefs and locations, like you said. So I think that could be interesting. So I'm curious to see where they go with it. I don't know. The gameplay just seemed like more God of War, which is
it's just God of War.
It is. And the great gameplay. So and I did not play Ragnarok, so I'd be interested in playing this. We'll see though.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I was shocked that it took up so much time. What's that?
You got a while still. They won't even give you a year window for this one. So,
but it's the gameplay. 20 minutes of like the beginning. I mean,
Schreier did
the game's
there's
gotta
no
be
gameplay. It's all a cutscene. There's 2 very short bits of gameplay in this.
Schreier did say that apparently it's not too far away, which to me just reads 2027.
I mean, this has been rumored for how long, right?
Years.
So I think
it
comes out next year.
Barlog's game, so
he
was working on this while Ragnarok was being developed by somebody else.
Okay, I think it's next year, late next year.
I think it's late next year, and then Intergalactic is 2028 with the PS6
or 9.
Or 9. Yeah. Early 2029 maybe,
depending on how things go. But I don't know. It's just man. Jack Quaid, like, I could not just stop hearing Huey from The Boys, which is crazy because he also voices Superman in My Adventures in Superman. I have no problem, like, discerning the difference between that, but this is literally just, hey, just talk in your normal voice, dude. I'm like, why? Why are we doing this? It's just, God.
Because they paid for Jack Quaid. They want you to know that.
Good for him. Good for him.
It's like Peter Dinklage as a cube.
Good for him, man. But I don't know, like, I get
a little Destiny reference there.
I just, I just feel like Sony, I've talked about it, but like they need to get out of their comfort zone and do something new. It just feels like we're, that whole Xbox mantra where it's like, oh, all I have is, Halo, Gears of War, and Forza, and maybe Fable in the early days. It feels like this is what Sony is now, where it's like Last of Us, God of War, Horizon. and
It's
Ghost.
it's
like,
Last of
okay.
Us remasters and then God of War.
Yeah, so I
That's
don't
pretty
know,
much all
man.
we've got.
It just
Yeah.
the fact that we got no other thing, and even before the show, there was rumors of a Sly Cooper game being shown off, which I thought was interesting given our conversation last week.
I was gonna hit.
and
Yeah,
nothing.
I was gonna hit.
Absolutely nothing. I was like, oh, well, that's what I get for fucking expecting something new. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I was expecting a good first party showing, and what did we get from first party stuff?
No,
Like really?
just the
It's
Wolverine
weak.
and
That's it.
God of
weak.
War.
Wolverine
Yeah.
and God of War.
Yeah, I mean they don't have not had a good first party run this generation.
I don't think so.
They really haven't.
If you exclude the games that also were available on PS4, but they were still, better on PS5, like
Yeah,
Horizon,
I guess it would.
Forbidden West, or God of War Ragnarok, like those.
Spider-Man
Both-
2,
Spider-Man 2.
Helldivers,
I forgot about that one.
Concord.
Yeah, Helldivers. That's true. Is Helldivers? Yeah.
I'll
Which-
look at
okay.
Sony,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
I didn't know
this
that's first
is it for the PS5. I just don't think we're getting anything new, other than what
Yeah.
we've seen in Intergalactic.
On to the $1,500 PS6.
And Bungie's not working on anything, so
Yeah,
good
yeah,
for that.
Like
I mean, the comments though, like that was awesome.
What
Like just
comments?
spamming
Like,
D3. Where's D3? Where's D3? Where's D3? Like it was just the whole state of players just people spamming D3. Where's D3?
Oh man.
Oh man. Ugh. Yeah.
Maybe this
that's
is all
right.
an elaborate ruse. This was the plan the whole time. Marathon was built just to make people care about Destiny again.
Sure.
I did see some
I mean,
rumor. I
that was
don't
the
believe
plan.
that they were going to do
Oh.
Destiny 2 remastered or classic edition or something
One.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Destiny 1, I heard.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it
Well, that
one?
was-
But I don't believe it.
One was like
Yeah.
because there was rumors that they were gonna have a D1 like classic version that was gonna let people play that for a little bit until D3 could be ready. And then you also had Payback, which is what Luke Smith was gonna be working on, which was a Destiny thing that was a separate story in that universe. A
Yeah.
different type of game. But nope, nothing.
Yeah, I would probably would have
Sony.
with the
good
hot
job.
stove the way it is. Was that? Yeah, I would probably kept Marathon off of this hot trailer run here.
No,
But-
they needed the free advertising for the,
try it. They
the
had to.
discount
Yep.
and the free week.
And
trial.
season 2's starting.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the Sony State of Play, folks. It was kind of a letdown. Hopefully, Game Fest is a little more of a
It has to be
a
It
good
has
one.
to be. It has to.
What
be.
else
I
could
don't know.
there
Jeff
be?
Keighley likes to.
What could we
What?
expect and see in the Game Fest?
Oh,
What do you expect?
wait a minute. Fable got delayed, by the way. Fable's next year
Oh,
now.
yeah.
I forgot to mention that earlier.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we're not seeing Fable at Summer Games
Nope.
Fest.
Nope. We're not going to see Fable. Like, just make that statement. We're not going to see Fable.
would-
That game's vaporware. To hell with it. It doesn't exist.
Okay.
Until I see it, it doesn't exist. I'm back to this. I'm back to that. I did that years ago. Remember? Until it comes out, it doesn't exist. I'm back to that now.
So then you should just skip Summer Game Fest then.
Yeah. We'll see. Yeah, it might, but I'll still watch it. So, we got an Xbox showcase or whatever is coming up, whatever they're going to call that. We got the Summer Games
And we're
Fest
having
going
Final
on.
Fantasy 7. So
We're going to get
Looking
Final Fantasy 7. So.
Friday. Yeah.
All right. That's going to wrap it up for tonight, folks, though. Stay tuned for next week. We got a lot of stuff to go over next week with games, I'm sure. Can't wait to see you guys. Once again, Twitch, Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock Eastern. If you can't be here live, though, feel free to go over to YouTube and subscribe. That way you can know when we post. That's where we post all of our content and has all the history of it. So we'll see you guys next week. We are out.